I can't use Expos because bows. Can't kite because peasant screen. Oh, you're talking about the Bretonnian matchup? Yeah, it's pretty spicy. Pretty spicy for sure. Ban Lizardmen because of some specific comps, or just because hunting down chameleon skinks is hyper annoying? If I had to guess, I think chameleon skinks are just the bane of dark elves. They don't really have enough missile power to kill them, and chariots sort of just get shot to death by various other lizardmen forces. Which is really their bread and butter right now. Chameleon skinks are you need chariots to kill them, and lizardmen have a lot of anti-chariot tech. You say dark elves can't beat it. I feel like there's a way. Maybe against like the top lizardmen players, I could see there being a few issues there, but I'm sure it's still possible. And in the past, people used to say the dark elf matchup against lizardmen was favored. So I don't know. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and set the game speed and get underway.
Savage them beasts.
Alright, Ice Power. I see you're very convinced that that lizardmen are basically indestructible. Alrighty, so let's see. Interesting. The army didn't actually get killed off by the auto resolve. That is slightly different from how my training speedruns went. Oh, what's this? Makes noise for his lizardman setup.
You fought well.
No idea what you're talking about. To be fair, you've lost range battles with cannons. Oh, with chameleon skinks as the wood elves. Yeah, chameleon skinks are pretty intense. I think one of the best skirmishers in the game because they just have crazy missile resist.
Does not fail.
And yeah, that's usually pretty painful.
All shall kneel before Rakarth.
If lizardmen bring 6 chameleons and 4 skink javelins, you've lost. We should try it out sometime. It's not a matchup I've played a ton, so I would default to your wisdom here, but you know. Rakarth does have a. Yeah, don't worry about it. He does have a proper stance. So you can go into the channeling stance, which gives you replenishment. It's pretty good. Let's see. I needed to. Yep. Let's go ahead and fight this. I'd auto resolve, but I lose quite a few troops if I do. Yeah, challenge accepted. I want to try out this dreaded dark elf versus lizardman style. Also, ignore the timer. Sometimes it will continue running, even. Sometimes it'll keep running even while the game loads. Just ignore it if it keeps running. We'll edit it out in post, no problem. Chameleons just have too much going for them. I think so. I can back that. You can take some Haggard Hydra builds, really? Okay. I wouldn't imagine that a Hydra actually does well against chameleon skinks. Much prefer to play matchups without roulette. Oh well, yeah, I think most people would prefer not having to deal with build RNG, but it's part of the game. Something you'll have to work around. Oh, whoops! I did my pull a little bit weird, but this sort of works out too. The Hydra Breath attack is really good against these Marauder champions. Let's see. You want to take a balanced build that can deal with anything. Yeah, but it takes 2 to avoid build roulette. At least that's my theory on it. A lot of man, that timer just keeps on going. But a lot of people would yeah, some people will go all in on certain types of builds, which sort of invites the build roulette. So even if you go a balanced build, sometimes you will run into some bad RNG, as is the nature of things. Greatsword Shades, best unit. Yeah, they are pretty cool. What, they have anti-infantry? Yeah, look at that. They're also crazy expensive. So I almost want to disband them, but they're good enough to keep for now.
I am superior.
Spells. I'm gonna take Amber Spear.
Submit to
Cool.
me.
Let's see. Next up, I think I want. I'm not recruiting yet. Ah, crap! I forgot. I need to take this building. Yes. So I think I'm still fine though. Anything else I need to do? No. We got 400 value because they were zoned by rangers. He took them versus Dowie once. Rip Shades. What the? What is this? Random high elves just want to set up trade with me? Like, I'll take it, but that is strange. Also, I really want my timer to stop. Really wanted to stop counting while I'm in the loading screens. I'm gonna see if I can fix that real quick. Okay, and then let's keep on the marching. Going to the Citadel of Lead next. Fun times.
Tamer of
the
Rakarth.
Rakarth channeling for that replenishment. Sarah being nice, a rarity. I know, right? In my practice runs, they didn't do that. So this is slightly different from the beta version that I tested out. The only thing missing is Greatsword Shades on horses. Greatsword Shades on horses. Jeez, that sounds so expensive. What would that be? Like a 1,000 gold cavalry? Maybe 900? Mounted Shades with great swords. Oh my goodness. Now that'd be pretty hype. If only they would add it. And then Dark Elves would be... They would hit true meta. Ice Power though, since you are the de facto Dark Elf main at the moment, at least in chat, what do you think Dark Elves could use to really launch into the meta? Do you think they need new units, or maybe just buffing up their cavalry or something? At the moment, I got nothing. No idea what I think would be best for the Dark Elves right now. Let's see. Let's take the Sacrifice to Mathlan. Sounds like 1.4k a pop for the mounted Greatsword Shades. That's pretty expensive. If you give them, well, what would they be? Would they be anti-infantry? That'd be pretty sick. Oh man, just speculating about these guys is so fun. Let's see. I need to kill off this guy, kill off the rebellion, and then I should be good to go. And then I need to head over to Marienburg with this Black Ark, which should probably start recruiting units. Let's see. There we go. Unnerf Sisters of Slaughter, unnerf Harganeth Executioners, unnerf Doomfire Warlocks, and there you go. Seems like a plan. Just, yeah. Seems like a plan, just unnerf everything. Ice Power, you say, price reductions for handbows would be excellent. You don't know, you don't think elite infantry needs buffs? Yeah, I guess. Their elite infantry already, holds up pretty well, currently. Let's see, now I really need to start recruiting some Dark Riders. This guy attacks my settlement and takes it over. I think that's fine. Let's see, but let's see. We're getting into uncharted territory a little bit right now. Let's make Lokir better. His buffs to Black Ark Corsairs will be even more extensive. Yo, it'd be so cool if your lords gave global buffs in multiplayer. That way they can actually go for proper thematic builds.
I will not be defeated.
I think that'd be pretty fun. Alright, nice. Victory number 1. 50 to 100 cost reduction on witch elves would be nice to make rampage traps more viable. I guess 150 cost reduction isn't huge though.
Blood and suffering.
I don't think it'd be enough to bring to really change any faction and throw them into the meta exactly. But still not terrible. I'm gonna add some wolves to this army so this guy doesn't need to recruit any more troops. That's right, Speedy Gabber. Perfect name too. Excited for the speed one. Happy to hear. Let's get Rakarth on that chariot.
They know
I don't want Dark Elves to become a halberd blob faction. Oh yeah, that sounds not super fun. We already have a couple of those, right? Like Empire and Chaos. Although Chaos is a bit less blobby, I'd have to say.
Is supreme.
Let's see. There was something I needed to do. Nope. Nope, this is fine. Lothern Dark Sea Guards. Is that a thing? I see a Kappa, but oh, you're just memeing. You're just talking about yeah, just give Dark Elves Lothern Sea Guards. That'd be, oh man, that'd be insane for them. What does the special building do? This thing, it gives a ton of money, growth, more money, and immune to attrition on the sea. It's really good. Give Dark Elves a Gate Guard reskin. Oh my gosh, yeah, that would do it. I think I might dare say that will do it. Let's see. I need to get a I need to upgrade my buildings. Just a second. First things first, I need to deposit this army into this Blackguard. And then I can go ahead and recruit a few troops. And then hopefully I get the quest battle for Rakarth in a second. Although I'm not sure how I triggered it before. I might need to upgrade this building into the restored port. Which actually could take a little while. I think that might have botched the speed one a bit. But probably not. Does Rakarth's Whip of Agony work against any large? It does. And the Beastmasters too. They changed it. So you can buff up your lords and give them 50% more damage.
Lord of the Black
Imagine that.
Such
it's insanity.
Yes.
Oh, hello there, Empire. Magnus Herman. How goes it? What? Rakarth can actually go over there and fight that battle. So let's go ahead and do that. Nice, look at that. We caught out some Empire forces.
Shall prevail.
We have a very strong army. Let's do it. Yes, this guy is indeed Ramsay Snow or Bolton. Boilers, Artemis. But yes, it is. It's I thought it would sound weird at first, but it's actually quite fitting. What's it? Typecast as a psychopath. Indeed. I'm sure he has a fun time with it though. Oh, cool. This is still a speed run. I have to play this battle as quickly as possible. Just want to play Dark Elf Pokemon. Well, that's essentially what this is, so enjoy. Oh dear. We're getting chased by Outriders. That's awkward. Let's see if we can just hide in this forest until they leave Rakarth alone. Oh, poor Rakarth. Getting caught up by some Outriders. Come on. Come into melee. Oh baby, there we go. Some AoEs. Nice. And then we just gotta use the Dark Riders and these Warhounds to pull off some magic. How are the Outriders doing? They are dying. That's plus. And I need to practice playing this on a faster speed, but since this is just the first run, I'm not going to focus too much on speed and more so on just actually completing the run. So I'm gonna be a tiny bit careful here. You gotta make sure you don't actually accidentally throw the game. And then it should be good to go. I just need to get my dogs on top of these archers. Are repeater crossbows good? You've never used them? They are amazing. If you've ever played around with them in... if you've seen Dark Elf multiplayer games, they are, or at least were, one of the staple units for Dark Elves. For quite some time. They are extremely good if you can actually properly kite with them and use up all of their ammunition. And their mobility helps a ton. Rakarth campaign becomes a main form of Total War speedrunning, replacing other things as peak esports. That would be so amazing, although almost impossible to pull off, sadly. But man, how I would really enjoy that. To have Warhammer join the ranks as a fun speedrun. Cool. I think I beat this army fairly handily. I can speed this up now. Then close it out. You always need to remove like 5 games from your Steam to be able to update Warhammer. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I just when I upgraded my computer a while back, I took like what, 2 terabytes of memory just to really make sure that I had enough for any games and I wouldn't have to manage it. Turns out 2 terabytes even then is sort of not enough, because now that I stream, the amount of videos that I create fill up my PC really quickly. I have to delete my video library every like 2 weeks or so. Yeah, the Warhammer updates, yeah, I think it's getting pretty obnoxious. Yeah, the way it updates is a little bit strange for sure.
Black-hearted
You have 1 terabyte and it gets eaten up so quickly by games and footage from games. Oh, what footage do you get? Do you make videos too? Oh, what the? Wait, were these islands so close before? Wait a second, were these? I feel like they weren't so close before. Did they change the map a bit? Now I'm feeling like I'm going crazy, but this feels like they're really close to each other. I think I'm just going crazy though, guys. Anyways, go ahead and throw in some upgrades. You make videos, but not on Total War Warhammer. Alright, cool. You wish you could play multiplayer, but you have to spend more than 60 for DLCs alone. Interestingly enough, you can play multiplayer without the DLCs. At least while you're still learning. The DLCs aren't oh, they increased the price of this building. It used to be 1,500. Anyways, yeah, you don't actually need the DLCs. Although they do help a lot, of course.
Yes.
Definitely not a requirement.
Beasts.
Let's see. Oh man, how am I gonna do this? Rakarth needs to stay back and do home defense, I think. He also needs to recruit some of those horses. I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah. Is this the new free elf? Oh my goodness, Optimus. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Free elf C. Brutal. Brutal. How could you do this? The Isle of Wight is in Albion. Weird. Oh, the Isle of Wights. Why is it far from home? I don't know enough about Warhammer geography to comment on that front. But here we go. I need to start getting some more Dark Rider repeater crossbows for this guy over here. Let's see. We can wait a couple turns before I do that, though, since I need more money. Let's see. Casualty replenishment would be good too, but I'm going to hold on that. Yeah. The Isle of Wight is just off the coast of Britain. Okay, so it's sort of in the right place. Basically there. oh, the Isle of Wight. I see. And this is the Isle of Wight. Classic Warhammer. A nice enough place. I went there once as a kid. Oh, cool.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
All right. Is this gonna be a battle? Nope. What's this? Ooh, extra stats for my dudes.
Not possible. No.
Pretty good.
Born.
Nice. And
Kane
then Rakarth,
favors
he's
me.
gonna keep on waiting for more money. So we're going to take Marienburg with this army,
Lord of the
and then
Black
get a sorceress to start taking over this area. Yeah. At Enticity, you think about Earth's map and geography, and a few changes, voila, Warhammer. Yeah, except the north is actually... Is the north actually this stretched out like Norska? On the Warhammer map is huge. But in lore, is it actually this big? Because it should be shrinking a bit as you get further north, right? It is. That I gave 2 questions, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
A legend among beastmasters.
But yeah, what I'm referring to, guys, is that Norska right here is massive. But since this is so far north, you would expect it to be a bit smaller.
Lord
But
of
such as
Fear.
Warhammer.
Set the sails.
See, this guy's gonna keep going south. We're gonna siege up Marienburg in just a second.
Murderous lord.
Then things should be good. Meanwhile,
The
Rakarth will
Beast
be
Lord ascends.
getting an army ready to fight this quest battle. And then also dealing with a rebellion when that eventually hits. Let's see. I don't need the sacrifice of Kane just yet. It only lasts 15 turns, so I have to hold it for as long as possible. Yeah. Sweden, Denmark, etc. They're big and vast. Funny how chaos comes from Russia. Let's see, does it? Yeah, I guess it sort of does. It comes from more like northern-ish Russia. Otherwise, the rest is what, goblins and whatnot. And Canada is all dark elves.
The Beast
Warhammer's
Lord
weird.
ascended.
Warhammer's weird like that. All right, Rakarth, let's get you over
To
here.
your dens.
Deal with some rebellion issues. Continue recruiting. Then this guy onto Marienburg. We'll be capturing it next turn.
I will
Let's
not
see, there's a
obey.
little army over here.
Cruel and deadly.
I'm going to do the sacrifice of Kane now. And that'll make sure that this army doesn't get absolutely murdered
I'll ignore that.
by
The ocean
these
awaits.
Empire forces. Warhammer got Lustre right, though. Everything is dinosaurs here. Yeah. I think the cultural significance of the geography usually doesn't play out, except for, I guess, Cathay. It does lean into the more medieval or historical cultures instead of
Born to
modern culture, I
command.
guess. Let's see. Rakarth is recruiting. I feel like I might be missing something.
Dreadlord of the Druki.
Maybe not, though. Maybe not. So we just keep on passing the turns and kill Marienburg next turn. Yeah, the Empire, Holy Roman Empire, yeah. Yeah, after I thought about it for a second, that is true. You got the Holy Roman Empire. You have classic medieval style of armies in Bretonia. You have the Aztecs over in
Your prestige
South America.
grows, my lord. News of
It's
your conquest.
yeah, it all sort of checks out, I guess. All right, now rebellion.
Rakarth.
Alright, you go here. Tons of crossbows, and then I can get a few more dogs in a second.
Vicious dread.
Marienburg actually got
Slaughter calls
abandoned,
us.
interestingly enough.
Draw
Should be
your
pretty easy
blades.
capture.
We fight.
Aztecs were culturally lizards. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mayan Aztecs all the way. Indeed, indeed. It's pretty crazy how much it pulls from history. It's ripping off history very hard, but that is classic Warhammer. The alternative is you get something like the alternative is Age of Sigmar, where I think most of the things in Age of Sigmar are new and inspired by inspired differently than the rest of Warhammer, like old Warhammer fantasy, I mean. All right, so cool. This should be a pretty easy siege battle. But then there's no Moors, it seems. Did I miss a thing? Egypt? Tomb Kings? Oh yeah, Tomb Kings are Egypt too, yes. Of course. There we go. Few spells. Then this battle should be ours. The Moorish factions are Bretonnians near Tomb Kings. That's weird. Oh man, it's hard keeping up with chat during battles. I guess I shouldn't be bringing attention to that. But there we go, battle done. 4 Portuguese. Pepe hands. Guess you can call the High Elf expedition the Portuguese. Yeah. The if only they had a faction to represent all cultures of the world.
Death to the weak.
But obviously that's a bit unfeasible. Marienburg, we're gonna sack.
Sail, damn you!
And the reason I do that is because the campaign is so short, there's really no time for conquest. Marienburg's fate, always to be taken within a dozen turns. Yeah, it's such a good port settlement. Just, it's too tempting not to take it. The who's Skaven? I think Skaven, you know what? Skaven is just literally rats. They're everywhere. They live underneath the cities. You know, basically just that. What's it? They have Prague, Czech city in Kislev, who are based on Russians, not just Poles. Cool. A lot of culture mixing in the Warhammer, because not enough factions for everyone. Now, yeah, Supreme Sorceress goes into the water. She's gonna take this army and take Grung Zint in just a second.
Bow before Rakarth.
Then Rebellion, I'll be able to deal with. Then I'll be good to go. Look at that, we're already halfway through the campaign run, guys. Been 30 minutes. Let's see, someone at Games Workshop. Also known as the Cursed City. Bit of a dig. I have no idea what's going on. If only I knew more about
Supreme Sorceress of
about geography and history. Now this guy, Emil, actually decided to besiege the city. An insane move, and it looks like they actually fought a battle or something, because his army is super beat up. This is very good for me. Go ahead and kill him. In fact, the assist range of that Black Orc is really long. And there we go. Nice channeling staff too. Wait, already halfway. What's left to do? Oh yeah, so we're doing a short campaign victory. We have to sack 20 settlements or capture them. We have to take 4 of these cities. So Ice Drake Ford, Carone, Marienburg, and Caron Car. We'll get Caron Car with or not Ice Drake Ford, Caron Car and the Shrine of Kane, plus Marienburg and Carone. Those are the 4 settlements that I'll be taking. We have to kill Carone and Marienburg. We're already on that, and then have 8 different monsters, 8,000 captives. And then after that, the campaign's done. So that's gonna be the plan. Oh, interesting. Grugzint has no army here. That is strange. I'll just occupy it. I guess if anyone should be most offended, it's the North Americans, because they are Dark Elves.
What do you seek?
I guess being the Dark Elves isn't the worst. I could imagine worse fates. Let's see. Do I need this bolt thrower? Not really. I'm gonna disband it, as it is pretty expensive. I'll replace it with probably some dogs. Yeah, some good boys. Nah, I need those dogs.
Rakarth is
And
supreme.
Rakarth can kill this army pretty easily.
My beasts shall prevail.
Americans have a history of slavery after all. Oh man, that is dark. That is real dark. I feel like that. I hope that's unintentional from Games Workshop. Yeah, not trying to be insulting, obviously, but that is hella dark. Let's see. The skirmishers in these types of battles, you can just give them skirmish mode, and that's usually enough to win the battle pretty quickly. ×4 speed it, and then you're good to go. What's it? Yes. So much history accuracy. Is that real about I feel like that might be a myth. Anyways, I won't indulge. We have a battle to finish up. I guess the fastest way to speed this up is to get Rakarth, throw him into some marauders, explode, then we're good to go. I also lost a unit of Dark Riders, but that's fine. I'm in a place where I can recruit more, and speed is much more important. Man, who would have guessed that chat would just dive right into where it is right now? How about Chaos Dwarves, guys? Where are the Chaos Dwarves? I guess that's also what sort of Russia-ish. I'm not entirely sure though. Alright, nice. This battle should be done pretty quickly. Chaos Dwarves are sort of Persian. Oh yeah. I guess I can see that. It's comfy since it's all of Soros chat. Oh, cool. Happy to have you guys here. What's it? Are they hidden? Don't know anything about them. Does Warhammer have a true Mongol or Hun faction? It does. I think there's like a Goblin Hun faction to the north of Cathay. I forget what they're called, but it's something close to that.
This way.
Scaling in Witcher lore. I've never really gone too much into Witcher, but I've always wanted to.
I will not be defeated.
I hope one day I'll be able to get into it. Ogre kingdoms are quite clearly Londoner drug gangs. But that's already isn't that the greenskins?
Kane favors me.
Or is that something slightly different? Goblin Huns as pre-order DLC for Total War Warhammer 3. You know how hyped that would be. That would be insane. Oh my goodness. Instant pre-order for Warhammer 3 if that happens.
Witness my strength.
Let's see, more crossbows. Crossbows for days. And then I need to make sure that this place doesn't rebel again. So we'll get the building for that.
Supreme Sorceress of Grog.
And then Supreme Sorceress can go ahead and take Corone. Hopefully these armies die to the Norskins. Fingers crossed. Let's see, and then I think I'm good.
My name shall echo.
Yeah. At Enticity. Did you just say greenskins are British because of their teeth? Oh man. Oh yeah. You gotta tread carefully when it comes to Warhammer cultural representation for sure. But yes, orc speak is it is the best. At least they are in 40k.
Dark Sorceress.
Speaking of 40k, Warhammer Total War 40k.
Sorceress.
Please. I think Sotek has mentioned that he expects it just because of how well Fantasy's been doing. And I would be so excited for that. But obviously that would be quite the endeavor to actually pull off. Orc speak is Cockney? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Looks like some of the Bretonnians are sailing out. Is this guy Lewin? It is. That's good. I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful here to make sure I don't lose this army. That should be good. Rakarth, in the meantime, I might just teleport to this battle so I can do it right away. And then, nice. It's a big old army for Nakai.
My
But
beasts
I have a
shall
ton of
prevail.
repeater crossbows. I can win the battle. Total War 40k would be amazing. Would be very different from current campaigns, especially. Yeah, and it'd be quite a bit of gunplay too. It'd be the Napoleon to other Total War styles.
Cowardly wretches.
I'm gonna
hiding
skip the
from-
cutscene
Yes,
because
indeed.
time. Gotta save that time. Then let's do it.
Eager for
Here we go. Spoilers, guys, for the quest battles. In case you weren't aware, speedruns do come with spoilers. Don't think 40k would work well for Total War Warhammer. I could see it working well. I don't think it's I think there's definitely quite a bit of potential there. Oh hey, look, I can actually use this ability on allies. That's pretty cool. That helps quite a bit. Yeah, I think it would work great. I don't think they can just copy paste the formula for other Total Wars, but I think it would work out. Now, I haven't tried this battle out with so many repeater crossbows before, but I think it should be pretty feasible. This right flank has been secured. They do send in a second wave on both flanks, so I have to be a tiny bit careful, but it looks like I should be holding up pretty well. Yeah, Rakarth can chase down these chameleon skinks too. Look at that. The ice power. The Dark Elves can beat the Lizard Men. You just need a million repeater crossbows. Alright, so these guys should be pretty easy to deal with. There's a few ancient salamanders here, but hey, would you look at that? They hit army losses. Look at that. Easy quest battle. If the scale was right, you think it could work. What's this? Large regiments. Yeah. If they just copy paste, if they're lazy with it, I could see Total War Warhammer 40k not working. But with enough time and effort, you can make the concept work for sure. Yep, Dark Elves OP. Repeater crossbows for the
Does
win.
not fail.
Let's
Churn
see.
that
Slaves.
flesh to chop.
There's plenty of melee in 40k. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I get a black arc from winning that quest battle, which is really nice because got some fancy strats now. Rakarth can dump his army into the black arc and then save a tiny bit of extra cash. Very good. Let's see. Can I fight that? No.
I am the blood of Gilles.
Oh man, because I don't know if I can fight off Lewin and Otter Grabber. But I sort of have to try it out. I can recruit these two dinos though, which is what I really wanted. These will do amazing against cavalry. As for this, it doesn't really matter what I research. There's typically a lot of interaction with terrain in 40k, which Total War games kind of suck at. Yeah. What's it? The Total War Troy had some pretty cool terrain additions. It's just too bad that. Yeah, I feel like they could have done a lot more with terrain. Like even Warhammer Tabletop had a lot of terrain interaction that we're sort of missing. Otter Grabber, wonder how he got that name. Let's not look into it, CF Bomber. That is not information set for mortal minds. So I did sort of luck out here. Corone left to chase off the Norskins, which means I can basically take their city. Take their city for free.
Acknowledge.
But I'll have to be careful about it. Let's take a quick look over here. Gonna declare war. Nice, Corone is empty. Look at that. We're lucked out, guys. We lucked out. I can also bring in the Black Arc to get a few more captives, I think, and also to give some support fire. Nice. And there we go.
I will destroy them.
Maybe Troy was a trial for terrain in 40k. I think they need a lot more terrain changes for that to be a reality, sadly. Like, what's it? You need to be able to occupy buildings and stuff, right? How will he take, I have no idea what you're talking about, Hidden Blade. Troy is a trial for a lot of things, and it did really great for them. Mostly. I hope it did great for them. For CA, I want them to be as successful as possible so they can keep creating Warhammer games for me. And of course, historical titles too. Horde factions are actually really fun. In Troy or in general? I think Horde, I still enjoy Horde factions, but I think Horde factions could be implemented better in Warhammer. In Troy. Okay, I see. I never tried it out. What's the difference between the Troy factions, Horde factions, and the Warhammer ones? Let's see. I'm gonna need to be a bit careful here. Throw this down. Kill off all the knights.
Sorceress of Growth.
And then there we go. That's most of the knights down. Yeah, nice. Nice. So in this battle, I need to put on my game face a tiny bit. Otherwise, I might actually lose a few monsters, and that would be very bad. Let's go ahead and fix that up a tiny bit. They get massive amounts of resources for raising. Oh, so it's sort of like the Wood Elf campaign, right? You just you make super crazy powerful armies and just roam the world killing everything.
Dark power.
That doesn't sound too bad. Let's see. What is a little bit bad though is that my monsters are getting taking a lot of damage. I don't think they'll die though, so as long as that doesn't happen, we're good. Let's see here. How are they doing? They're still doing okay. Okay. Nice. Then after we kill off this Lord, then I'll be 100% good to go. It's overall a really fun experience. I see. Do the other Horde mechanics still work out the same though? Because like the problem with Hordes is that if you lose a single battle, you basically lose everything. They have essentially what is a WA as well, which makes the sieges easier. Okay. Also, sieges in Troy are a million times better. Oh, fingers crossed the sieges work out for Warhammer 3. There's so much potential there. Of course, it's a lot of work, but I really do hope that works out. Hey, nice! Look, we got Corona on turn 16. We're on pace. We're at a very good pace, actually, given that this is the first major attempt of this one. Let's see, Rakarth, you need to give your army to this guy. There we go. And then we're gonna start heading south or maybe east. I think she's gonna be able to take Langui, so Rakarth is gonna head eastbound. Start taking out all the guys at sea, essentially. Should be good. Let's see, this guy could recruit a few troops. I'm a little bit worried about money. But it won't be circular with very hard to take walls. Yeah, I have no idea how they're going to change up sieges in Warhammer 3. I just hope that it's an improvement from what we have now. Rakarth has 2 unique buildings at his home province. Yeah, indeed. And they're both pretty good. Extra income and tons of money. It really sets you up to have just powerhouse armies really early on. Okay, I think I set everything up. And a follow too. Nixadis, thank you very much. Biblington, how might make them the ending battle between Rom and Elf Batman? Eltharion, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I feel like
Withdraw!
that was definitely a pretty big improvement. I did lose my Black Arc. That's not the
thrill
worst.
of battle awaits.
In fact, I'm going to fight the battle just to use the explosion ability to kill off some Pegasus Knights. Yeah, Eltharion is totally elf Batman. 100%. Just look at him.
Dreadlord!
Let's see. Alright, let's head on into the battle. See if I can get a good explosion off with this Admiral. You've never played him? Altharion's campaign is pretty fun. I quite yeah, I enjoy it. Yes, he's the guy that puts people in jail. Just like Batman.
I live for murder!
Alrighty. Let's see. It's going. Looks like the Pegasus Knights aren't engaging, but there we go. They dived in. Okay, nice. Nice. Let's see, and then I guess we'll use some missiles and clear up this. Oh. Okay, and then this guy's gonna die. And let's see. I'm actually going to be back in just a quick second, guys. Gonna need a quick second just to grab something. I'll leave the stream up. But yeah, it should take like 5 minutes or something. All right, 1 second. All right. Alrighty, I'm back. How much time did I lose? 7 minutes? Sorry, just had to figure something out. Let's see. Yep. Speedrun is not going to be blisteringly fast. No, yeah, it's probably gonna be like what, an hour or 30 minutes? I think. If I do it fast enough. Hello, Biblington. Thank you for the welcome back. Let's see. I don't want my loyalty to decline. So I'll just go ahead and take this, and then hopefully I can take over Langui.
It is forbidden.
Let's see if I can bait this army out. That would make my life a little bit easier.
Dark
Let's go
power.
here and ambush stance.
They know I am superior.
Cool. Burning Head, as always, as it's one of the best campaign
Dreadlord
abilities
Bow.
and multiplayer abilities.
Rakarth.
And then we can finish off the rest of Marienburg now. Should be a pretty
Slaughter
straightforward
calls
fight.
us.
Yeah. Although I do wish I had a little bit more infantry here. But this is still doable. It's a lot of Dark Rider crossbows. Whee.
We are ready.
Cool, let's see. Yep. This is the strategy. You just clump them up and it'll do pretty well. Let's see.
Dark
Yeah,
elf.
something like this. And then in the first few volleys, they should be able to take out all of the range units for the Empire. And then it's just a matter of kiting out the rest of their infantry.
Cut.
See, these guys, they want guard mode on. Kill off the crossbowmen. And then, nice. The Empire have no more ranged, so we pull it back. Turn on skirmish mode, and then should be a pretty easy battle after that. Rakarth can come in and finish off the rest of these archers. Cool, there's also a Huntsman General here. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a problem. And geez, what is the skirmish mode doing? It's trying to push my Dark Riders directly through the units. This is why you never trust skirmish mode, guys. Sometimes it's gonna be janky. And you can get pretty punished for it. But the battle's still going pretty well. Let's see, Rakarth should be able to kill off the General in just a second. Should be good to go. See, yeah, let's use the explosion over there and army losses. Nice. Cool. I think they were in March stance, so I can close it out. Skirmish mode makes the game harder. It's not optimal, but it does let you ×4 speed it, which speeds things up quite a bit. How do I choose my? How did I choose my ID? Like Enticity? It was a name I made up a long time ago to switch out from my old name, which was Melmo.
My glorious
And I
victory.
figured Melmo was not really an epic
Exterminate
name
them.
for most of the
Anchors
games that
away.
I played. So I thought about it for a bit,
Black-hearted
and then eventually came up with Enticity, which I feel works out much better.
Bow before Rakarth. Row.
Skirmish mode good in campaign, bad in multiplayer. Yeah, unless you have enough
Tamer
micro
of
to
Dragon.
control 20 Dark Riders at the same time.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
Yeah. I came up with Melmo when I was like 7. So, oh man. But imagine if that was my going name right now. That'd be great. Hilarious. Let's see. Let's go ahead and perform this right. Yeah, fear the might of Melmo. The greatest Warhammer. I'm not even the greatest multiplayer right now, but one of the best multiplayer players in the world. Now, let's see. I'm gonna go for this Sorceress of Grond. He gives you a black dragon. Very good.
Supreme Sorceress of Grond.
And I should be pretty well set. to win out the rest of the campaign now. I have almost all 8 monsters. In a second, I'll finish this quest, and then I'll be able to confederate with the big boys. Lewin is down here, so I can march stance it. The great Malmo champion of the highly competitive Rakarth speedrun community. Oh man, the hope is eventually I can get a few other people actually trying out this speedrun. And then we can actually speed it up by quite a bit. Like, I've been sort of lazily going through the campaign. I feel like in a fully optimal run, or yeah, in a fully optimized run, it could actually go by really quickly. Let's see. Eventually I get a 3rd army from here, but right now I just stick with just the 2. Yeah. Ooh, all right. So as long as nothing, if I lose an army, I think that's a run ender. So I have to be a bit careful here. You'd be willing to give it a go in a few weeks when your life calms down a bit. Well, hopefully things get better for you. Hidden Bane Blade, and yeah, I'd be happy to give you any shoutouts if you try out the run on stream. It is quite fun. Now this faction right here, this Empire faction, they can actually they can sometimes come down and start killing off Marienburg themselves. If they do that, it puts me in a pretty good spot. But it looks like they won't. Instead, we'll go ahead and take Langui. I don't have my Black Ark, sadly. The random Bretonnian army here that I'll eventually have to kill.
I want them dead.
But for now, if I can take this city,
May their death be slow.
I can actually start giving them a bit of attrition. It'll be very nice. Cool, the map is pretty well suited for me too. This should be pretty good. I'm expecting this campaign to end maybe turn 28, based on the current pace. There were a few points where I slowed down a tiny bit. So I'll see how that goes. I'm gonna go for the legendary strategy of repositioning your army, like so. And then these Bretonnian archers won't be able to get into place to actually stop me from busting through the walls in the center. This is my classic siege strategy. You just you position on one side, they deploy over there, and then you move. And then that generally screws them up pretty badly. Like, if you see all these Bretonnian archers, they're really having a bit of a rough time getting into position. Cool, let's get my casters up in here too for those burning heads. No real cavalry force here, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, poor AI, indeed. It gets worse too if you really want to cheese them. You could essentially take on this entire Bretonnian army with only 2 heroes. If you have enough patience, which in this case I don't, but the AI is pretty heavily abusable. Here we go, some pretty good AoE. Let's slow down some burning heads. Then that'll be more than enough to rout off all of these guys. Send in the dogs too. Use this channeling staff. Do some cooldowns, and then this battle should be ours. Just a second. Considering, should I take this point? I guess maybe not. And I actually have pretty low winds of magic this run. Yeah, oh man. Once if they ever improve siege AI, it's gonna make these sieges so much harder to actually break through. So despite how bad the AI is during sieges, the fact that they are bad actually does make things a little bit faster for us, at least speedrun wise. There's a paladin here I have to kill too. There we go, that's all those forces routed off. Into the center. Let's see, I could use the explosion on this guy, but that's a bit of a waste. Go ahead and get the cavalry through. And then next stop, these Knights of the Realm. and then the Lord. If I can kill them off, then I should be good to go. Let's just charge right on in. Okay, so gotta be real careful here. Gotta really make sure I get the proper explosion on all these knights. Carnosaur needs to be pathing towards them. Come on, big boy.
Supreme
Get in there.
sorcery.
Yep, nice. All right. So that'll kill off the knights. Their lord should be dead in just a second. Focus fire him ×4, and then army losses abound. Come on. Just gotta kill him. There we go. Army losses hit. Nice. And we didn't lose any of our monsters, which is very important. Praise the bad AI, savior of speedruns. Yeah. Bad AI and crazy strong campaign mechanics. Dino explosion, just one shot at the knights. Indeed. It's so good. Oh my goodness. AoE in this game. Just amazing. And although they did make the AI slightly
Bloody
less
victory. Search every last corner.
they made it so that the AI was
This
slightly
passes
less
for treasure.
prone to getting hit by heavy
Supreme
AoE.
sorceress of Gra.
It still hits very hard. Now we got Kiron Kar. We're gonna claim that city. And now we have some armies. This is very good. The only downside is that I don't have a ton of actual
Supreme
money.
sorceress of Gra.
And I need to claim the Shrine of Kane in just a second. So
Master of
let's
cruelty.
see. Here's the plan. I need to be sacking settlements. So this guy's gonna head up north to start killing off some Dark Elf cities.
Servant.
And then these guys need to head south to capture the Shrine of Kane. If they fail in that mission, then the run is the run sort of ends, or at least it's delayed by a ton. So it's super important that I'm actually able to do that quickly as possible. First off, let's go ahead and send these guys north. I want better movement speed. Yes, 25 extra movement speed.
Favored of the Witch King. Move.
Exactly what I needed. And immediately I'm gonna just dismantle everything here. We don't need anything except for tax rate and buildings that give money. That's basically
Chosen of
it.
Hecate.
These guys, if I go down here, do I still control the waters? Thank goodness I do. So the way that works is that
Landfolk are weak.
you can still recruit beasts as long as the area of ocean is yours. So these guys are just gonna head down south, claim the Shrine of Kane, and I'll be good to go. Let's see, my monster count is at 8. So I'll still need to take out Altdorf, but then I should just barely have enough monsters by the end of the game.
Dreadlord of
Pretty
Nag-
good. Things are going quite well. Oh, let's see, there's gonna be a rebellion here. These armies are suffering attrition. Amazing.
What?
They might take Marienburg, but that's not too bad. Let's see, am I missing anything? Yes, I don't need this building anymore, so we'll get rid of that. And then I'm going to increase public order to delay a rebellion here as long as possible. Since a rebellion would be bad. Actually, it wouldn't be too bad, but it does reduce my money. Cool. It's that turn done. And then, nice. Nice, I'm feeling pretty good. Oh man, DLC's been out for an hour, 20 minutes. We're almost done the campaign, guys. I just need to take a few more cities, and then I'll be good. All right, nice. I don't need this item. Instead, just let them keep it. And now I need to make enough money to actually live another turn.
Noble of
This sort of
Nagara.
happens with this type of speedrun campaign. As you get closer to the end, you really live on a knife's edge when it comes to money. So let's send these guys in.
Stations.
Gonna declare a war and hopefully
Torment
siege the
awaits.
settlement. Yes.
For Nagara.
Oh, thank
For
goodness.
victory.
I'm gonna go and
Tear
sack
this
it,
place apart.
and that'll get me one settlement closer to the 20 settlements I need to sack. And for these 4 settlements, I just need the Shrine of Kane. and then a few monstrous troops, and then we're good. Then we win. That's pretty nice. You
My
need
powers
to
are yours.
continue heading down
Grow
south.
faster.
Hopefully I can take the Shrine of Kane in a second. Wow, the Dark Elves are actually doing really well here. Interesting. That is the main source of RNG here too. The
What you ask is impossible.
yeah, there's a bit of RNG in terms of which factions actually come out
Feel
on
my
top.
power.
You have to be a bit
Torture
careful.
them first.
Nice.
The weak shall fall.
Scared to auto resolve. Oh, I lost both dogs, but I can live with that. Things will go by a tiny bit faster. Am I going to draw the sword? Probably not. The Sword of Kane,
What is your
it
dark purpose?
it
Not in
doesn't
this world or the other.
when you capture the settlement, the campaign is basically done at that point. So usually you don't end up actually picking it up. Okay, so a little bit of army transferring. A long way. That will increase my upkeep by a bit, but I should be able to make back my money next turn. I can move down south to cover all of these guys.
Your desire?
And then the Supreme Sorceress is gonna come over and start making her way towards Altdorf. I need to take out Aranu and Gorsel.
Mother
And
of
then
the
I should be good. This is gonna be cutting it close, guys. There's only 7 more turns left to this campaign.
Fell sorcery.
If I disband this army, that should give me enough money. But I want to keep them alive so I can keep making money from sacking settlements. See, can I make it here in one turn? Nice, I can. Okay, let's try it out. Let's see. Yep, let's try it. Knife's Edge, guys, Knife's Edge. So far, it looks like this campaign, it might be finishable in an hour. If everything goes right. Pretty cool. Probably, I think this is the shortest campaign they have put out. Although there might be others that already exist, I don't think I've ever seen a campaign go on faster than this. It looks like the Norskins cleared out the Bretonnians. I hope so, because if they didn't, then that means there's still a few Bretonnians wandering around that I'll have to deal with.
There shall be torment. Follow the
How
trail.
RNG heavy is this one? Not too heavy. There is a bit of RNG, but it'll only affect you by a few turns. And right now, given that it's not super optimized, it's not too bad. You can like, this is the first one I've ever done on stream, and it's already been going basically to plan. So yeah, I think the run is perfectly doable.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
See if I can kill off the Bretonnians here and make a quick buck.
No mercy.
Nice,
Death
with
and
that.
carnage await.
Auto resolves all around. Faction destroyed. Corone. Nice, that's a campaign objective out of the way.
All-powerful sorceress.
You, my friend, can get a dark steed. Make you a little bit better in battle.
Lord of the Black Core.
Black Ark can now
Anchors
move
away.
south a bit, and we just have to kill off Marienburg, and then head on over to the Empire.
True
Then I
power
should be good.
unleashed.
I'm gonna fly down here real quick. Alariel is sieging the settlement, so we want her
Trained
to
by the
actually
White
kill the
Tower.
settlement.
Nagaroth is a
And we also want to be friends with her. So I'm going to declare war on the Shrine of Kane guys, and then hopefully Alariel leaves the settlement undefended for me to capture later on. If I'm unable to do so, I have a plan B. There's a settlement over here that also fills in the same
What do you
campaign requirements that I need. Alternatively, I could also take Nagaroth, or Nagarond. I'm not sure, but that's a little bit more of an involved task. Oh, what the? It looks like my movement range is just barely not enough to capture the settlement. That's very
Favored of the
unfortunate.
Witch King.
Let's see. I'm tempted to go here instead and to kill off the Norskin settlement.
Hateful bidding.
See which one gives me more money. That's 3,000. And it doesn't say for the
Noble
Norseman
blood.
settlement.
Move, you maggots!
Okay, you know what? Let's just go
Leave
over here.
nothing.
We'll begin raiding.
All
And
shall tremble.
do I have enough money? I think I have just enough money to last another turn.
Murderous law.
Oh boy, alright. Very knife's edge. That army up north is gonna need to pull her worth for this to actually work out. Gonna be another rebellion at Corone. Let's see, I can demolish these buildings at the very least for a tiny bit more cash. Legend of Total War beat Altdarian in 4 turns as part of a challenge. Indeed,
much
I
death.
was participating in that. I did it in 5
Dark
turns.
power.
And then yeah, then he came in after with a crazy strategy to beat it in 4. But time-wise,
People are displeased.
well, actually, that campaign didn't actually get finished. You didn't actually see credits roll for a
All
short
shall
campaign victory.
behold my greatness.
It was just finishing the final battle. Let's see, I guess I pass the turn now, and then hope this army pays for itself. It's so expensive though, but I need to be sacking settlements, so keeping this army up is fairly important.
Supreme sorceress of Grant.
Let's see. All right, well, let's keep at it then.
I must not fail.
Also, by the way, this Bretonnian rebellion doesn't actually count as Corone. They
I should put a collar around.
yeah, they don't actually count as Corone. So even though they exist, I can still complete the campaign. Okay, so far pretty good. I would expect this this run, if everything goes well, should end in about 30 minutes. Cool. You need to head south as quickly as possible, or maybe north, so I can take this area. But I also need to take Altdorf, and I sort of need 2 armies to do that. It's a tricky situation, guys. Let's go ahead and clear up some
Calling the
rebellions first, though.
winds.
Let's see, and hopefully I can
I
take out
want them
Isleheart.
dead. May their deaths be slow.
Let's see, I want to auto-resolve this, but I need my army to be fairly healthy. For,
I will destroy.
yeah, I need my
them.
army to be fairly healthy for the next battle. Ooh, alrighty. These battles go by pretty quickly, though. As long as I can times 4 speed them. It only goes for like 15 minutes-ish. Or not 15 minutes, usually less.
Supreme
Righty.
sorceress.
Looks like they're not advancing. Perfect, perfect. So, easiest cheese is you don't make the army advance, you move up with your caster, and then you hit them with some crazy magic, and hopefully win the day. There we go. Cleared out a good amount of infantry right off the bat. They even scooted forwards a tiny bit, so that my AoE would do even more damage. Good. Okay, nice. Gotta kill off the skirmishers. Now we bring in the monsters to terror out everything. There we go. About as smooth as you could expect. Smooth as butter. Okay, nice, nice. Actually took quite a few losses there. A little bit of a botched engage, but the battle at least went pretty quickly. Let's see. This is just the rebellion, so I'll finish off their lord. And then I need to deal with more Marienburg forces. They are actually quite plentiful. Let's see. If I don't get the Shrine of Kane, where can I head out instead? I could take Barak Var and kill off some dwarves, but that's going to be a bit of a hard fight. So we'll see.
Revel in this glorious slaughter.
Okay, so rebellion is gone. This
I
fort.
cannot.
is fairly well defended. So I do need 2 armies to actually deal with that.
Sorceress of Gron.
We'll see if I'm able to. This should be an auto-resolve now.
We have
Indeed.
lives to end.
Lots of replenishment too.
Sorceress.
That's very good. Ooh, but Ileheart is just barely out of range.
Sorceries.
That's unfortunate.
Raid and pillage.
At least I can raid for a bit of extra money. At Enticity, is it just you or is Skaven versus Wood Elves much more Wood Elf favored now? Double mortar. Did the mortars increase in money? I haven't seen that yet, but I wouldn't be surprised.
A dutiful servant.
Not to mention the Skaven slaves and hounds. I think it was already pretty Wood Elf favored. I was banning Wood Elves as Skaven before. I think
Bow before Rakarth.
I think Wood Elves would be happy to take a fight in
Favored
the
of the Witch
Skaven
King.
matchup, I'd
What
say.
violent delights. Go, kill!
200 gold more for each.
For Nagaroth! For victory!
Yeah.
Ruin
Oh
it
man,
all.
he
Take
already he beat me
everything.
to it. Malekith, how could you? How could you? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Well, I did sack the settlement. It gets me closer to the objective, but I am
Noble
rapidly
blood.
running out of money. I'm going to declare war on Malekith. Oh my gosh, and he
awaits me.
runs away from me too. Oh, he can't even give me that. All right, I'm gonna have to get rid of this army, unfortunately. You did well,
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
but you're costing way too much now.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Patch note review. Yes, the patch note review actually should be up in 30 minutes on my YouTube.
I have brought them ruin.
I just go over it real quick. Getting played by Malekith. I know, right? Oh my gosh. He wrecked me. I'm ruined. No, I'm not.
Limitless
Although I do need a tiny bit more money. We are short a little bit of cash. See, how's Alariel doing over here? Oh man. Okay, well we're gonna have to retreat with this lady. Her loyalty's declining a bit, so I'll have to replace her soon probably. Let's see. How does one make money?
Powerful sorceress.
I'm gonna have to get rid of some units, unfortunately.
Chosen of Hecate.
Let's see. I don't think I need this many crossbows on this guy, on Rakarth. Goodbye, crossbows. You served well. And now that the price is only 5,000, it should be a lot easier to actually. Yeah, it should be much easier to pay off these crazy payments. Corone might also fall. Hopefully it doesn't. But still, I can move over to Altdorf. Low funds. What are you talking about? My funds are fine. Okay, but yes, the plan is to go to the Shrine of Kane as soon as I can. These guys are going to recruit a dragon and some hounds to take it over. And then I'll be just fine. Yeah, I'll be just fine.
Vile Asa worm.
Alariel, no war, please. Oh, war? How could you, Alariel? I am but a humble dark elf. Having 50 gold is pretty low funds. Nah, we're not even in debt. It's fine. All right, now Gorsel has loaded up with quite a few armies, which is good for me because the more there is to fight, the more money I'll be able to make. It'll be pretty important because we have to make about 1,000 gold worth of money. And what do we got? Just a few Empire troops. Nothing too crazy. And you can go ahead and start a war against the Empire. Darn you, auto-resolve. We'll have to play this battle. How are you going to get money for the Black Dragons? By sacking settlements. That's basically the plan. The end of this run, actually, is probably where it gets the most dicey. Since... oh, thank you for the follow, Gamble. But yeah, the end of this run is where it gets the most dicey. As the environment that you end up in is a little bit harder to predict. And the armies of yeah, the enemy armies get a little bit chunkier, a little bit harder to actually kill off. So we'll see if I'm able to pull it out. I think I should be able to get a victory still, though. Really nice burning head, and it didn't trigger the Empire to move forwards, but then it did right after I finished saying that. All right, classic, but cool. We're still doing good. These pistoliers we pretty easily shoot away. Barely any range units left, and any range units that there are can get the good old burning head. Here we go. Kill off the Lord. Things are going a little bit too fast for me. We'll slow it down. Speed it up again. These archers, let's finish them off. That good old burning head. We'll explode one of these dinos, killing off the swordsman, and then army losses. Nice. So this is gonna be a pretty. This is gonna have to be a pretty big sack. But if we get enough money from it, then I'm good to go. I need to be making more than 5,000 gold a turn, and it's gonna take a little while before we actually get there. Sieging Altdorf and taking it is gonna be the key to victory, I'd say. As long as they don't garrison a crazy large army there, I'll be good to go.
Death. Search
Nice.
every last corner.
3,000 gold. That is, that's what we needed. What spell is the best spell in single player in your opinion? Burning Head, 100%. As you've seen, the sorceress has just gone just tons and tons of kills with Burning Head.
Sorceress.
It is, it's absolutely crazy.
Black-hearted dread.
And then nice, we can go ahead and take this settlement now.
Absolutely not.
Auto resolve?
No
Nope.
mercy.
Let's see. I'm tempted to lightning
My
strike,
beasts shall prevail.
and I think I will, just so I don't have to deal with that Lord.
I will not be defeated.
Fiery Convocation. Ooh, yeah, that one's pretty good too, but much harder to hit. The second one, more specific. Oh, Wind of Death. Oh my gosh, yeah, Wind of Death is crazy. I just like Burning Head because of how early you can take it. It's a really good early game, but the other wind spells do much better later. Later in the game. Alright, so this should be a pretty easy fight. We march right on up. Focus fire, they're ranged. Win the game. Cool. Go ahead and, yeah, just shoot them to death. As is the way of the Dark Elves. Pull back just a tiny bit. Rakarth is gonna fly on in. Hopefully get some pretty good explosions.
Ready to rule.
He's gonna dive in right onto those crossbowmen. There we go. Rakarth. Go get him.
Baby.
Looks like I'll just be hitting mostly halberdiers. Actually, no, he gets a few archers too while he's at it. That's very good. I need to kill off these heroes though, as that is the main balance of power source for the Empire. Let's see, I'll focus fire this mobile guy, since I don't want him catching any of my dark shards or dark riders. And then these guys are going to be pulling back. All right. Battle's going to be a little bit involved. I have to kite for a good amount of time. But as soon as this guy goes down, I should be good. And there we go. He is now down. And I can focus on killing off the rest of the heroes at this point. Rakarth can probably help with that too. Let's go ahead and get him in there. And nice. Like the heroes are slowly going down. Killing off some Free Company militia. This is good. Man, the Dark Riders are surprisingly bad at actually sniping out heroes though. Their shots are pretty well spread out. And that can sometimes make it pretty hard to actually kill off all the heroes, but now that they're down, I'm feeling okay. Have to be a little bit careful, but otherwise it's just a few halberdiers left. Nothing scary. Ooh, alright. What's it? Burning Head is great until you run into infantry with armor. Indeed. Oh, geez. My Carnivorous almost died. That would have been bad. That would have been real bad. Because there's a limited number of large monsters you can get. Well, right. A little bit scary. I almost lost one of my key win conditions for the campaign. I need 8 large monsters to win it. So each loss is going to delay me by a bit. There we go. Still, it lived. Overcast Burning Heads kills armor too. Yeah, it actually does okay if against cavalry. They're all clumped up. It's quite scary even in the late game. But not as scary as, you know, the Wind of Death and so on. Okay, nice. Settlement is down. I don't know if I can chase this guy, which sort of sucks. But at least I got the settlement. And ooh, I can get some public order going too. Should help. Could help quite a bit. Okay, so I guess I'll go for Caroburg, and then hit up Altdorf after that.
Dragon Master.
And then I need to finish off Marienburg and then deal with any of these rebellions. And then I should be good. I'm at 14 settlements, so 15, 16, what? 17, 18, and I need 19 and then 20. There's still quite a few settlements I need to hit. It's gonna be a tiny bit scary. Let's see, up against the high elves though. So if I do this, see how much money it is? 6,000. Jeez, that's expensive. But if this guy can start sacking some settlements, then that'll be a huge help. Now Alariel has taken the Shrine of Kane, and that means that this is ripe for the attacking. How big is her army? She does have a few armies lying around, so I'm a bit worried about that. So I'll be cautious in that area. And we just gotta close it out. I just need to sack enough settlements at this point. Kill Marienburg and then take Altdorf. All in 4 turns. Probably more, but should be fine. Ooh, we're nearly there though. We're nearly there. I'm thinking this run, it's probably going to take a little bit longer, especially if I go for any safety strats. Especially Marienburg and Cologne are a little bit, they're going to be a tiny bit hard to finish off, since they also have Fort Berg Breeze, or however you say it. Okay, so they're sieging the settlement over here now. See, that's going to be going down in a second. I am once again running out of money. And she can't sack that settlement. She can sack the fort. She can't. She sack this. Oh, thank goodness she can. Yes, get over there. Oh my gosh, a settlement ripe for the sacking. Oh, thank goodness. All right. How much money are you going to give me? Perfect pronunciation.
I want this place searched.
Yes, totally. There we go. Oh my goodness, so much money. That is exactly what we needed. Occupy that. And it's going to be the march to Altdorf next. I just need to take out Altdorf. Or no, I need to sack it, and then I'm good to go. Piercing bolts is really good at taking walls. An arcane conduit, so I have a ton of extra magic. Okay, cool. Alariel over here. Let's see, there's a settlement over here that I could take. But Alariel's forces are so beat up right now. I'm just gonna Hail Mary it and try to take it. That's a lot of high elves. But my force does have a lot of mobility. I'm gonna have to cheese out these final battles quite a bit to win these fights. But if I manage to win them, then we should be able to win the campaign. Altdorf is mostly undefended too. Oh boy, we're cutting it close for sure. But it's looking okay. This guy's gonna go all the way over here. If he draws out the army, they won't be able to defend the settlement. Then that should be a lot of money for me. Back over here, things are going okay. Charon Carr isn't gonna rebel. Malekith is coming on over. Darn you, Malekith. But cool. Corone too. How's the garrison here? Pitiful, but we'll retake it if we have to. Stream down or just you? I hope it's just you. I hope the stream isn't down. Fingers crossed.
The weak shall fall.
Still up for you? Okay, thank goodness, thank goodness. Now, this battle here, up against the High Elves, they have a ton of archers, and I have a ton of hounds, which is the perfect counter for, in terms of campaign. Oh boy, but it's gonna be a hard-fought battle indeed. Let's put all these guys in the forest, so that they are stealthed. These guys way back here. Whoops. Easy. Yeah, so these guys go in the forest. They want to be stealthed up. My lord has no AoE. Oh my gosh, these hotkeys. Here we go. Third time's the charm. They're in the forest. I have my lord and I have a dragon to cause terror. I'm going to be avoiding fights against the high elves where I can and just trying to spread them apart. So that I can actually pick them off. I'll be sticking in the forest. And here we go. What do we got here in this first initial army? Some Lothern Sea Guard, some archers with light armor. I have 3 explosions from Dark Conduit too. And that is going to be a pretty big part here. So I'm going to have to really use my mobility to my advantage. And it looks like the first difficult battle of the day has begun. This one's gonna be rough, but I have alternative AoE from breath attacks and so on. So hopefully that helps out. Dragon with the breath attack coming on in. Kills off a unit of Lothern Sea Guard. And then I'm going to send in one of the dog units right on top of all these archers. And get them to explode all over them. There we go. And then that should be this first high elf force shut down. Okay, there we go. Nice, that's a lot of kills. I have to actually kill off these archers now. See, some more high elf forces are on the way, so I gotta act quickly. And this dragon is gonna take out the lord, actually. Why do you use 9 as a hotkey? It's far to reach. I have a mouse binding for number 9. I don't actually reach all the way there. Although that would be pretty fun if I could. Cool. So first high elf army is down. See, my mobile forces are still doing good. Aster's still doing good. Okay, I think this battle might be easier than I thought, but not easy enough for me to ×4 speed it for sure. See, this dragon especially, I really don't want it to die. Okay, cool, but if I do win this, I will be getting a lot of money, which will fund the war effort. And then the speed one should go pretty well. Let's see, there's a big army over here, but I still have 2 explosions. So I think I'll be good. Here we go. It's just chasing off the rest of these spears at this point. Okay, a few of the skirmishers have revealed themselves. And what do we got? Just some Lothern, some Silverin. Alrighty, my dragon has taken a little bit of damage too from this lord. I'll have to be a little bit wary. Let's see, so what I need to do right now is I need to get a bomb off on this huge high elf clump. I have a Beastmaster that could potentially run in there and do that. You have a bound on a mouse and it turns group into 0. Oh, nice, number 10. Yeah, I I have something. I have that too. It's just I usually don't use that since the mouse button is a bit harder to hit. But cool. So we're seeing a crazy blob over here of the high elves. So to make sure my dragon doesn't accidentally just get completely sniped out, I'm going to be playing this on normal speed. And I'm going to try and get it into the biggest blob I can. Hopefully it can kill off all of these archers. We're going to come in at a bit of a strange angle from the flank so that they don't run away as much. And here we go. In fact, you know what? I think a breath attack might even do it here. So let's go ahead and throw that down. Come on, hit him up. There we go. Breath attack is down. Jeez, look at that damage. Very good. I'm gonna times 4 it. Dragon has landed. Get a good attack animation. Nope. But this is still good because I can force path the dragon through the infantry. And in 2 seconds, the battle will be over. And there we go. Alariel is done for. Although, surprisingly enough, the high elves haven't hit army losses yet. So we'll actually have to finish them off here. But that was a very chunky blow. And it looks like... There we go. Yeah, army losses. Nice. Now, I do have to chase them off. Otherwise, things could get a bit dicey. Oh man, how many kills did the dragon get? 3,300 damage. Tons of kills too. Nice. Yeah, that was that battle went really well. I was a bit scared for a second, but it turns out the high elves are pretty easy to cheese with enough mobility. Heroic victory. I think that actually, I would call that a pretty heroic victory. 127 losses to their over 1,000. Pretty good. Nice, look at that. Look at that. The dogs even got a ton of kills. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then I can take over the Shrine of Kane next.
This was your destiny.
Oh, righty. Oh man, that's really good. I think there's another high elf army that might decide to attack me though. But I should still be fine. Franz coming on in. Let's see, auto-resolve to kill the artillery. Nope. But that's fine. He didn't even take Isleheart, so no problem. And here we go, the Siege of Altdorf in just a second, but I have to play this battle first. It's gonna be the same strategy, guys. This is, yeah, this is where, because I have to play so carefully in these battles, this is what really takes the most amount of time in this speedrun. To shorten it, you would have to make an army that wins auto-resolves, which can sometimes be a bit difficult. Go. Dragon over yonder. And nice. So, I need to get them to clump up a bit. And to do that, we're gonna use this little island over here. Just, yeah. Just pathing them around the island. And then that should get them to clump up pretty hard. And then I'll be able to bomb them up with my abilities. There we go. There's a ton of archers over here. I'm going to corral them over towards these Lothran Sea Guard. And then, hopefully, if everything goes well, I can, I'll clump them enough for for some breath attacks and some more bombs. So that's the hope. But it's still going to be a bit of a task, as these rangers are going to be making my life a tiny bit hard here. Let's see, yep, just corralling them as much as I can. The dragon with its breath attacks down the pipe. There we go. Alright, so that works out okay. I'll bomb up these guys. I might have to play this a little bit more carefully. I'm going to have to kite out the high elves a bit longer to regain my my abilities, because they actually have quite a few rangers, and the rangers are pretty bad in that yeah, the rangers are pretty bad because they'll just be able to constantly chase my troops. So we're gonna have to slow down just a tiny bit. I've sent my master to stall out these spearmen, and then I can shoot them with all my archers. That should work out pretty well. A few of my infantry here do end up getting caught out. But most of the archers for the high elves are gone. I'll be able to chase them with dogs in just a second.
Corsair handbows.
If you can get the name of power that makes your range units even better, that'd be good. I think so. I could go for that. This run isn't super optimized yet, so I could see that working out pretty well. Okay, cool. So let's see. Dragon has a second breath attack. I want these guys to clump up a tiny bit. Alternatively, I could also hit this unit of Sea Guard. That could work out pretty well too. I need to continue kiting away though for now. Get the dragon back. Oh boy, it's gonna be a little bit scary, but I still have 4 AoEs, so I think I'll be okay. These skirmishers have to keep running though. And oh boy, I think I might have gone a bit overconfident with how well the last battle went. This one's gonna be a lot closer, but I should be able to win it still. There we go. My archers can now fire on in. I really have to kill off these rangers specifically. They are causing a lot of issues. My lord getting pretty low too. She dies, it's actually not the end of the world. She's not the most important lord out there for me, but I'd rather she live, if not just for my leadership to maintain itself. The Beastmaster too is sort of in the same situation. I don't really mind if he dies, but I would rather he live. Now, if I can kill off the High Elf Lord, that would probably be the best case scenario for me. Finally have another explosion. I'll use it to hit up all these rangers. And then the Lord should be down in just a second. It's like, there we go. He gets terror routed by the dragon. And then it's just a couple archers left. Thankfully, just Lothar and Seaguard. Nothing too scary. Chase off that Lord. And okay, in just a second, I can begin speeding things up again too. Shadow Dart is the one you want. Ooh, sounds pretty cool. Yeah, missile buffs are really good in Warhammer campaigns, but actually having a few mobile troops tends to be a little bit more useful in some cases, as we see here. Just that tiny bit of extra mobility. And indeed worked out pretty well. Now the archers here, there's just a few of them left. So the plan: breath attack this unit of Sea Guard, rout off the second unit of Sea Guard, and then chase off the rest of these guys with some hounds. Ooh, alright. Pretty close battle. If we have to fight another one like that, then given how battered my army is, that would be pretty bad. But it looks like that won't be the case, given that most of the troops are dealt with. So there we go. Oh man, that was a little bit close for comfort, I gotta say. Yeah, it wasn't close at all, Atrical. Indeed. I'm chasing off these rangers so I don't have to fight them later. It will save time down the road. There we go. Nearly gone. I'll wait till they get to 4 models, and then after that they shouldn't be coming back. There we go. Cool. So took a bit more damage on that fight. A lot of my guys got beat up a tiny bit, but that should be all the high elves that I'm at war with at the very least. So pretty good. I'm thinking this will probably end in by turn 28, I'm guessing. Boy, we lost a raptor and some spears. No problem. All the high elves pass by without fighting us. Perfect. And then if I can take Altdorf, then we're good. We are good to go. Weisenmund got raised. That's a little bit bad since I have a quota for settlements to capture. But cool. Defeat Alariel. Tons of buffs. Nice. The first order of business, this army right here. We need to capture the Shrine of Kane ASAP. And auto-resolve. Nice, we didn't lose anything. And occupy. The Shrine of
Supreme
Kane is
Sorceress
under
of
my
Bronze.
control. It doesn't have the
Dark
special building,
Theorists.
as it's a little bit too early in the campaign to actually get it. But it does allow me to recruit units immediately, which is gonna be a huge help for me. Because, oh man, it's just harpies. Okay, well that sort of sucks. But if I take Altdorf this turn,
Human scum.
I'll be able to get a lot more troops. So
The weak
should be
shall
good.
fall.
here we go. The siege of Altdorf begins.
Rakarth.
Let's see if I move Rakarth over here.
With me.
Can he assist in the battle?
Not possible.
Looks like he can.
Grand call.
Yep, there we go. Rakarth can come in to help with his large amount of
May their death
crossbows.
be
We'll fight this
slow.
manually, and then I can get a ton of dinos on my far army. And then I should have enough monsters to win the campaign, I think. Let's see. I'm at 5 right now. I need 3. If I'm short 1 monster, that would sort of suck. I'd need to find a way to get the last one. But that's a problem for a later time. Now, as per usual, the bamboozle strat. We'll just completely reposition our army, as the AI just loves to leave their flanks exposed, and then just run on over to here. And while the game slows down due to lag, I can set some hotkeys up. And also throw down some AoE onto all these archers. Hopefully get a few of them to hopefully soften a few of them up in the meantime. Also have a million crossbowmen. I guess I'll position them like so. Just start shooting at the walls. And Rakarth, you, my friend, are flying, and you can probably snipe out a few targets. Now that I'm looking around, like that general, and maybe even get a few of these dark conduits going too. That should be pretty good. Buff them up. The walls should be down in just a second, and then I can also start causing a few explosions here and there, like right into this blob of spearmen. But that is a bit risky. I don't know if that's something I want to do right now.
Rakarth triumph.
Instead, I'll just punch through the walls, move in with my infantry. Nice. Took out the Empire captain. He's out. Just a few halberdiers. Not bad at all.
Total
Okay,
annihilation.
so let's see. First explosion of the day. Not first explosion, but first one of the battle. Let's see how well it does. Let's see. It does pretty good. Nothing too crazy. The Dark Riders are actually hard carrying here. They killed off basically everything on the walls. Ooh, all right. I would speed it up, but I'm playing the campaign a bit safe since this is the first run,
Behold me.
and I don't want to accidentally throw the game here.
Eager for
So we're just gonna be very careful.
Murder awaits.
Oh man, how I wish I had another AoE to throw down here. Let's see. Oh wait, no, I do have another AoE. Yes, I have a sorceress. How could I forget? Piercing bolts for the win. That should be pretty big. Let's see. Can I get a burning head too? Overcast? Yeah, overcast right down the pipe onto these Empire Knights. And there we go. Look at that damage. Nothing too crazy, but it takes out about a quarter of their HP. It's actually, it's not too bad. Pretty good. How's Rakarth doing? He's still alive and healthy.
Supreme
There we go. I think we're ahead enough now where I can ×4 speed it. There we go. The easiest Altdorf capture imaginable. There's an Empire captain here, mucking things up for my monsters. But as soon as we capture the center here, then that should be army losses. Just need to move in with the monsters. My caster is getting a tiny bit caught out by the Huntsman General. Hopefully I can save her before she dies. And it looks like, oh man, she's getting close to dead. Come on, don't die. Let's see, do I have spells? Oh, thank goodness, we hit army losses. How much life did she have? 300? Yeah, not even close. Not even close. There we go. All the AoE, give it to you. Being given. Lots of damage. Altdorf is done for. So you need to remember to actually sack it instead of capturing it. To get the quest done.
Praise be to
Go.
Hecate. Leave
And
no stone
sacked.
unturned.
Nice, look at that. So we got the Feral Stegodon and the Black Dragon. Very, very good. And then I can now go and actually settle
Scream for
Altdorf,
me.
occupying
Supreme
it.
sorceress of Grog.
And then over here with this
Supreme
Lord,
sorceress of Grog.
buffer up with
Into the pen.
that new shipment of monsters all the way from Altdorf at a moment's notice. All right, now we're at 17 settlements. We have most of the captives. We have 8 out of 8 monsters, so just barely enough. Which means we just have to sack 3 more settlements, guys.
Mother of the
And then
dark
this
ones.
run is done. And yeah. Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness, I think it's about to be finished.
For Rakarth.
It's about to be done. So let's see. These guys are gonna split up. Rakarth is gonna go over to Kemperbad, I guess.
You fought well.
Maybe Grunberg. Can she reach Grunberg? No. No, and no. So I'm gonna have to march out a tiny bit to actually get there.
Wow.
Does the Empire have an army? Barely, if they do.
Dreadlord
That's
of
pretty good.
Nagaroth.
Dreadlord can move on
Dragon
down
Master.
here. And then see, I guess he'll take
Price of favor
Kemperbad.
is high.
If I move here, I should be able to attack it next turn. Yeah, I should be able to attack it next turn.
Beautiful 70.
Yeah, that's right, only 3 more, guys. Look at that. Rakarth's campaign, guys. The fastest campaign imaginable. This guy should be able to kill a few settlements too, as long as I'm careful. And I have a ton of extra money to last me. Oh, but Corone actually might fall, so let's see.
All
She's probably gonna have to go
powerful
back to Corone, I think. That's a bit awkward. She can go through Marienburg and take it,
I will stay
and then
strong.
Rakarth can take these settlements. Okay, yeah. In the meantime, I'm gonna be getting an emergency lord. Try and defend Corone. There we go, Lore of Fire. And then if she can get there, then we're good. If they attack Corone and I lose it, I'm going to be delayed by about 2 turns. Hello, Red Legion. How's it going? We're doing a speed run. I'm about to beat Rakarth's campaign. Let's see, Black Light Tower.
Slaughter calls us.
Let's see, I'm gonna fight this battle just so that I can win it. Because sometimes I'll finish capturing 20 settlements and then there won't be enough captured slaves to actually win the campaign. So fingers crossed that this will do it.
Mystery upon mystery.
It is going pretty well. There were a few hiccups that slowed me down a tiny bit, but otherwise the campaign's been going really smoothly. About everything going as you would expect it to. The biggest hiccup was probably just Malekith ruining my day. He caused a few issues there for sure. Oh my gosh, he has the Dark Conduit too. Darn you, Malekith! Oh my gosh, he's been such a pain this entire campaign. Look at that. Okay, Malekith, calm down. Calm down. We'll just concede this. Malekith has a tendency to ruin days. Apparently so. Oh my gosh. I declared war on him to try and get a quick buck. And now he's come back with a vengeance. But hopefully that battle is inconsequential. I think it will be. The biggest worry right now is whether or not Corone falls. If Corone dies, it stalls me out by an extra 2 turns, I think. If it lives, then I'm good to go. Malekith the
Your
ever
next
spiteful.
meal has
Indeed.
arrived.
What? We had a trade agreement. How could you? Oh, never mind. It was. Oh yeah, we had a trade agreement. How dare you? It's really weird. For some reason, the High Elves just offered a trade agreement with me at the start. I have no idea why. Okay, Middenland beginning to retake their territory, but this is a sign of a well-optimized run, because we're losing on a bunch of fronts, but we're just barely going to pull through at the end of it all. So the goal right now, I'm gonna go for Tor and Lek. See here. I think we should be able to reach there.
Forbidden magic.
Yep. And then once we siege the settlement, then it should be good. See, what's my march range look like? I'm gonna stay by this river in case there's a fight that goes down.
This is absurd.
And then the river will protect me.
What do you seek?
Over here, got Rakarth taking
What madness
names.
is this? There
Just,
shall
going for a
be
bunch of different
torment.
settlements. I'm going to
Fail
double check to
me
see if I have enough range to sack it. Looks like it'll have to be a loot and occupy
Savage,
type
I will
situation.
not be defeated.
Not
All
terrible.
the finery I desire.
There we go. And we only have 2 more settlements to take. Our slave count, we only need 1,000 more slaves. Marienburg is still alive. Oh crap, I forgot. Marienburg is alive, guys. You, my Supreme Sorceress of Fire, are gonna be put on a mission to finish off Marienburg. Because it turns out there is a little bit of unfinished business that I totally forgot about. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna march there as quickly as we can and take this fort.
Bow.
Ah, freaking Marienburg. Let's see, how many more? Okay, so Rakarth can take this settlement and then he can come in to help in case things slow down. It doesn't matter what I research at this point. And then you need to help win this battle at Corone.
Or the other.
Ooh, all right. Very scary stuff. Let's see. Yep, harpies. There we go. Okay, now go get them.
Dead.
If she wins this battle, that helps
I
a
will
ton. Oh, thank
destroy
goodness.
them.
Thank goodness.
Slavery becomes
Okay, we're good, guys. We're good. That is
Who
Corone dealt with. Let's see. How's my money situation?
sorcery.
Not great, honestly.
A legend among beasts.
Yeah, don't forget the Marienburg Lord, indeed. So now, let's see. If I get rid of all her units, she's gonna be a little bit angry with me.
Hear their scream.
Woo, all right. Let's see. Rakarth. Does he really need this many Dark Riders? Probably not. Disbanding them won't save me that much money, though. Still have Charon Carr. That's good.
Mother of the dark
But yes, this army is
What is your
actually
dark purpose?
it's actually going to be a bit too expensive for me. I don't need the harpies. How's the
Limitless
loyalty
power,
doing?
so much
She's
death.
doing fine. Let's see. Oh man, I still just don't have enough money.
It's my strength, Brachus.
Quartermaster. That'll give me a tiny bit of
Born
a
to
boost.
command.
And then I just need to save a couple thousand more. So we'll merge a few of these
Tremble
guys,
before Rakarth.
and then
Tamer of
disband a few
dragons.
more. There we go. Oh my gosh.
Chosen of the
Money.
party.
Who would have guessed that you need money?
All-powerful sorcerer.
Let's see. I can actually get rid of everything on her.
Your desire.
And you know what? I can disband her entirely. I'll recruit a lord over here. There we go. The money situation has been solved. Debt is no longer an issue. Nice. Okay. Cool. We're good. How to kill Bretonia. Spam harpies. I guess. That was a really weird rebellion. It was super weak. It was just all yeomen. The only unit worse than harpies, mounted yeomen. Yeah. Woo, and thank goodness. If it had been like Lewin plus 1,000,000 knights, we would have been doomed. But here we go, the dreaded turn 26. Is this the turn that I'm able to kill off everything? Or We have to wait a turn. I'll have to see.
Powerful enchantment.
Marienburg. Wait, is Marienburg off the map? Oh, please tell me they're off the map. Oh my gosh. The Empire confederated with Marienburg. It's a
Dragon
miracle.
Unachievable.
It's a bloody miracle.
Devour them.
Oh my gosh. Yes, Lightning
Show
Strike.
neither mercy
Yes.
or restraint.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, the Empire just saved me. Friends. You beautiful lord.
Kane favors
Oh my
me.
gosh, and then Grunberg is just let's see here. It's we can't auto resolve that, so we'll have to play this out. But this could actually be the final battle, guys. Oh, thank goodness. Yes. Oh man, as long oh wait, do I have enough captives? I might not have enough captives. That's gonna be a possible issue. The RNG giveth and the RNG taketh indeed. Oh man, okay, so I still need to get enough battle captives. I might not have been doing enough killing, but we're gonna be really close. At most, it would be one more battle after all of this madness. That's the pure maximum. So
We are ready.
I think we should be good. I'm just going to yeah, fly on in with Rakarth. Gonna snipe out the Emperor Karl Franz himself. Let's see here. He should be able to win this fight. Yeah, he has tons of debuffs. Come on, Rakarth, you got this. And then the rest is just skirmishing at this point. See these guys? Dive into melee. Explode yourselves. Franz is dead. You served well, Franz. And your work was appreciated. But now is the time for Dark Elves. Let's go ahead and get this Hydra going in on there too. A few AoEs, army losses. And then we're good. There we go. Army losses abound. Let's see. We'll end the battle. Had a few good captives taken the last 2 turns. Yeah, I should be good. I think I'll be okay. So I sack this city. And then I sack the other city. And then fingers crossed that's all I need. And then I can stop the time. Come on. Oh, baby.
As
Here we go. Sacked. That gives us our money quota. Okay, how we doing? How we doing? See. Oh, we have enough captives. Oh, guys. If we win this battle, then it's done.
Scream
On.
for me.
Take it.
Cower before my
Come on.
might. Leave no stone unturned.
Yes, time. Yes. Yes. Ah, yes. Booyah. Guess what, guys? You know, CA, I'm happy you spent the last 4 months or 6 months possibly working on this campaign. It was a very good time. GG. And you know what? I'm excited for the next one. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. That is satisfying. Look at that. Exactly 26 turns too. I routed it perfectly. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. It's done. It's done. The Rakarth campaign is finished.